is the moment we've been waiting for, the moment we pray to see and love to see in our lives as football people, as journalists, supporters, investors, administrators, and footballers. We dream of this day and celebrate it because the FIFA World Cup comes once in every 4 years. And that is set for Qatar to host the biggest sporting event on planet Earth, which started some 92 years ago when FIFA, an organization which was set up in 1904, decided to create their own competition separate from the Olympic Games in 1930. In the 21 edition that has been played, 79 different countries have had the opportunity to play in the Mundial, but only 8 have had the gas to win the trophy. And we are hoping that this year we will see the 9th country who will win the World Cup. And I'm putting my money on the Black Stars of Ghana to do it. We are here for the opening game and the opening ceremony of the game between Qatar and Ecuador, who are making their 4th appearance in the FIFA World Cup. My name is Joel Lishan, and welcome to Match Day Live right here on GhanaWeb TV. This is GhanaWeb Mundial. Let me hear from you on our social media handles. We are streaming live on Facebook and then on YouTube. GhanaWeb TV 2, we are streaming. Today the topics are simple. We'll be talking about the opening ceremony, the game between Qatar and then Ecuador, and also when the Black Stars touched down in Qatar, the reception the team got. We will also discuss that on the show. But we'll go for a quick break. When we come back, I'll introduce my guests for you. Their knowledge in the sport is second to none. This is Match Day Live right here on GhanaWeb TV. We'll be back after the break. Welcome back from the break. This is Match Day Live right here on GhanaWeb TV. We are streaming on Facebook, GhanaWeb TV, and then on YouTube. Let me hear from you with the hashtag GhanaWeb Mundial on all social media platforms, and I'll read it for you. To join me do the discussion is my co-commentator for today and journalist here at GhanaWeb, Emmanuel Nima. Good afternoon and thanks for joining me here.
Good afternoon, bro.
How are we preparing for the game between Qatar and Ecuador?
It's the opening game, and we expect a lot in the game. We are anticipating that the game will live up to the hype because most times the opening games set the tone for the tournament. And you can talk of 2010 when South Africa and Mexico showed us a very good game, and I mean it continued and ran through the tournament. We had an amazing tournament that many always refer to as one of the best tournaments they've witnessed. So I'm hoping that the opening game against Qatar and Ecuador, although they are not two top sides, but they will sell us a good game today.
Sitting beside me is Orlando Abekutete. Orlando is a research consultant and a sports pundit. Orlando, good afternoon, and thanks for joining us here on My J Live.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon to all our viewers, and I'm honored to be here.
The World Cup is here.
Yeah, finally. After how many days and how many controversies in the media, I think that Qatar has done very well to try and then bring the world to the Arab Spring, because for a very long time, the World Cup has been hosted in Europe and
America,
it went to Asia, it came to Africa, and now we are having it in the Arab sphere. So we hope to see a good competition. So far, the opening ceremony, you can see that we are in for greatness. Qatar is really prepared and ready to host the World Cup.
Qatar is ready, and then to sit in after Orlando is Joseph Adamafiu, journalist here at Ghana. Joseph, good afternoon. How are you feeling? The World Cup fever is on.
Well, we could sense the whole atmosphere, although we are not there. Being here and broadcasting live to our viewers, it feels like the euphoria and the atmosphere is indeed here. Although we are playing the World Cup for the first time in December, it still feels like June, July tournament. And I think the opening ceremony is one that will live in the minds of people forever. Because looking at the technology that was displayed, it tells you that the world has moved on. You can't compare this to the AFCON 2021. It's uncomparable.
This is the most expensive World Cup that has ever been put together. In 2018, Russia spent around 16 billion, but Qatar, they've taken it to a whole different level as they've spent $200 billion to put this World Cup together. This is Match Day Live. Let's go for a quick break. When we come back, we continue the discussion on the opening game and what we've seen so far. Welcome back from the break. This is Match Day Live right here on GhanaWeb TV. Beginning our coverage for the 2022 FIFA World Cup, the 22nd edition. You earlier heard from my co-commentator for the day, Emmanuel, Joseph Adamafio, and Orlando Abelkute. Orlando, let's start from you. So far, so good. With what we've seen going on in Qatar, are you impressed?
Very, very, very much impressed. As you can see, you could see that a lot of organization, a lot of planning, and a lot of details went into this competition that Qatar hosted. So far, the display of culture, religion, and history of the people of culture has come to on our screens, and we've all seen that. We've seen the genesis of football in Qatar as shown on the screens, and we've seen their evolution as a nation, where they came from playing soccer on the desert and then playing soccer now on the turf. So good competition. I think that we are in for a very beautiful event here in Qatar.
Before this day, lots of conversation going on that they can't even get people to fill the stadium or that. But so far, with what we've seen, it seems the stadium is fully packed.
Yes, you see, first of all, the competition or this great event going to an Arab nation like Qatar itself became a lot of eyebrows, especially in the Western media. You see all the great media channels within the Western sphere criticizing why Qatar even won the bid in the first place in 2010. Because don't forget that great superpowers like England and the United States were also in for the bid and lost to Qatar. They couldn't understand why as great as their nation is, they will lose such a bid to a small nation like Qatar. Don't forget that Qatar is just a country with about 2.5 million people. They're not really much. And so for them to have lost the bid to Qatar means that something may have gone on them. So far, we've had speculations of them talking about bribery, corruption, and all of that, and the Sablata issues that surrounded FIFA and all of that. FIFA in itself have had to go through phases of evolving in terms of trying to cure that repairs of their image that the Western media has given to them. But you can see that clearly Qatar is really prepared for the World Cup. The nation is behind them, and they're ready to show the world what they've got.
They are ready to show the world what they've got. Man, let me bring you in. So far, we've seen quite a lot. They started the opening ceremony after 2:40.
I think they've had 12 good years to prepare for this.
Yeah.
So if you are being given a long period to prepare for a big day like this, it means you have to give us an exquisite opening ceremony, and that's what they've done. Yes, they made us know they are located on the desert. You can't mention Qatar without the desert. So if they give you, they pan out the camera, and then you have a full view of the stadium, you would see that yes, this is a desert area. This gives you that feel of a desert. So they gave us their culture, everything. They showed us that yes, they are not big names in football, but they also have history in football. So they gave us that bit, and they made sure that every country representing in the tournament has their fans, its fans in the stadium. So they were just controlling the camera from Ghana to. So I think they've done everything perfect, and I like how they've conducted the opening ceremony. This is one of the best opening ceremonies I've witnessed.
Lee, will you say same that is the best you've seen?
has been splendid. Looking at how Freeman Morgan came there to tell the story of the Qatari as well as the young guy over there who was disabled, trying to blend everything that everybody matters in this. It's not about the fully physical people. Physically challenged are also there in Qatar and on their continent. So they are trying to tell you that in as much as they say that no LGBT and stuff, they have human focus and they are very human to everyone. So seeing a black person over there means a lot to me as a Ghanaian. And also seeing a physically challenged also means a lot. Now when you look at the whole thing, they also brought in a Japanese. You would say, okay, you're not seeing an European person. No, but because Freeman Morgan is there for either US or the European. The young guy you see over disabled, it's in the New York Stadium as well. You look at the young guy who performed and he's a K-pop artist. I'm not sure we all know what K-pop is, but he has been able to be out there. And the fact that the Qatari nation was able to showcase the world and tell their story in a very simple form. Look at how they were playing football in the desert and everything. Like, remembering the 2010 World Cup, which is one thing that is significant to us because it's also said on this continent. We believe that South Africa was able to tell the African story, but I believe that Qatar has been able to tell their story more. And I believe that the World Cup, this World Cup, they are not looking to compete in this World Cup. It is years after. Years after. Because anytime a country in the UAE is mentioned, everybody says Dubai. Now, from the next 4 years,
The World Cup,
you always hear about Qatar. Now, about 3 million people are expected to be in Qatar for the World Cup. Next 4 years, to be seeing their tourism and other things going up. And that is why I think they want to host this tournament. It's not about profiteering now. They are thinking about the future.
World Cup in itself is a big deal because if you look at the politics that goes into the bidding war and everything, it tells you that the World Cup is a big deal, that every nation that has the opportunity to bid for the hosting rights, they give it everything. So I think hosting the World Cup is it's one thing that I mean, the benefits you can't imagine the benefits. So that's why they went in all out to get the hosting rights ahead of the US. And the US, yes, they have history in terms of
and then in the US, when they were going to the FIFA Congress, they went with former President Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
England went with Prince Harry.
You remember
David Beckham and all the other guys. And then it was huge.
you can talk of South Africa. Nelson Mandela was hugely involved in how
They took Nelson Mandela everywhere to campaign.
So that tells you how valuable the tournament is. I mean, the benefits you reap from hosting the tournament, it's unthinkable. So I think the US, they have history when it comes to. I mean, you see, when you look at how the Western media targeted the tournament itself in terms of human rights and everything,
they are calling it a World Cup of shit.
I think it's not the first time and it won't be the last time we are going to see these things, because I remember in 1986 when Mexico got the hosting rights. I mean, originally it was Colombia who who won the hosting rights, but due to FIFA expanding from 16 teams to 24, Colombia had to decline because they couldn't meet the requirement. Now the FIFA opened the options, and Mexico, Canada, and US proposed to host the tournament. Now what happened was that because FIFA president at that time, Joao Havelange, he had a relationship with the Mexican broadcasting network. He decided to give the hosting rights to Mexico. So when they sent in their proposal to the 5-member committee that FIFA set up before the executive committee itself, the 5-member committee declined US and then Canada, and it became an issue. So it's not going to start. It's not going to be the last time we are going to see the Western media attacking the host nation for not being fit to host a tournament. It's part of the tournament. It's the history of it. Now we are witnessing FIFA corruption, where we have South Africa being mentioned in it, that they pay 10 million. So yes, it comes with it. That's what the hosting right in bidding war comes with.
Orlando, you are a communications guy.
Yeah.
You are into brands and all that. And then in terms of how you want to portray your country, I think we will talk about how Black Stars represented Ghana when they landed in Qatar. In terms of what you've seen today, what do you say about how Qatar wants the world to see it?
Well, first of all, we shouldn't also forget that this event being hosted in Qatar it's at the middle or at the center of a media war.
Yeah.
Around the continent, and we shouldn't forget that Africa feeds a lot from Western media, and so just as much as Asia. And so far, we've not had that independent media trying to give Qatar that outlook that they are looking for, apart from what we are seeing on the screen today. And I think that today, if anybody should have whatsoever perception about Qatar, a country that treats or maltreats immigrants, and a country that does not like people that are disabled, a country that
allegedly,
yes, a country that has human rights issues because they do not support LGBTQI plus and what have you. I mean, today we are seeing that this is a country that is genuine. This is a country that is just being itself. And just as we heard the FIFA president say, the ban on alcohol in the stadium and what have you, is just to let the world know who the people of Qatar are. That we do not allow that open, or we do not, in our culture, we don't allow that open for all drinking atmosphere where people should be seen drinking alcohol and misbehaving watching a game. They believe that their culture allows for people to be attentive when observing soccer. And in France, countries like France, around the stadium they ban the drinking of alcohol.
Yeah, in Spain, you don't drink in the stadium
when games are going on. But the Western media have actually made a very big case out of this. They've made a mountain out of this simplistic issue, and I think that Qatar has done very well so far. You on social media, you see their feeds and what have you. Their ads running all over. Visit Qatar. Qatar is running Qatar Airways, and they've brought all their elements and their ammunitions to bear in terms of letting the world understand what the Arab people represent. We shouldn't forget that all of this is underpinned by that particular disaster that happened in the United States of America, 9/11. That changed the world's perception about who the Arab people were. And I think that in trying to deconceptualize the idea of who an Arab person is, I think that Qatar, these events being hosted in Qatar is part of the process.
It's part of the process. Match Day Live right here on GhanaWeb TV. Let me hear from you with the hashtag GhanaWeb Mundial. The game will be between Qatar, host nation, and Ecuador, who are making their fourth appearance in the FIFA World Cup. We'll go for a quick break. When we come back, we switch and talk about Orlando mentioned culture and how Qatar wants the world to see them. But yeah, the Black Stars, they gave us something to talk about after beating Switzerland 2-0 in a pre-World Cup friendly. They gave Ghanaians something to cheer for because they represented Ghana when they entered Qatar with Fugu. We'll be back with more. Welcome back to Match Day Live here on GhanaWeb TV. We are bringing you the coverage of the opening game between Qatar and then Ecuador. But before we switch to Match Day analysis, we can't be here and not talk about how Black Stars arrived in Qatar wearing football. It trended all over. The entire world was talking about how unique our players were. I don't feel how. And before the start of the tournament, we were talking something like, oh, if they wear kente, if they wear fugu and something like that, it would be nice. When you saw those pictures and those videos, how did you feel as a Ghanaian?
I feel proud. I felt proud as a Ghanaian because we are in a country where our president travels and wears youth rather instead of wearing African print and all that. And now you have players who are selling Ghana to the world. It's very big for me. You know, Rwanda is paying Arsenal huge sums of money to advertise for them. They are also paying PSG. Now your players wear African print of Ghanaian made football to the tournament, and they added a touch of visit Ghana. It is big for me. That killed it. Seeing visit Ghana was very big. The year of return and all that, and the players were happy. I like the fact that the players who were
they bought into the idea.
The players who switched nationalities to Ghana were all happy about the fact that they were able to advertise Ghana to the world, and the whole world was tweeting about it. It took FIFA to tweet about it. Although the Brazilians were able to stage their arrival, even with that, you know that wearing a suit is not their style, you know. And wearing a fugu, Charlie, it's big for me, and I think that kudos to whoever made sure that the GFA put this up. And I know that it was based on what Nigeria and Senegal did going to tournaments that we were able to replicate.
How big is this in terms of our tourism industry? Because, you know, when we qualify for the World Cup, I think the president said that the World Cup goes beyond what will be happening on the pitch. And then it seems that the Visit Ghana putting our traditional outfits out there work for us, and everyone.
First of all, you know, I think that our presentation or our decision to wear the football is actually not based on what our African counterparts were doing. It's actually based on the lesson. We shouldn't forget that in our last World Cup, we were rated the best dressed team, because when we came out of the plane, the whole team was just looking like, I don't know, like chaff. Sorry to say that, but you know, I think that we learned our lessons in 2014, and we shouldn't forget that in 2014, when we said we're going to the World Cup, we stated categorically that I remember the then sports minister, he was all over the place saying that we're going to advertise Ghana. For no matter, some Ghanaian musicians were even taken to Brazil, you know, to showcase the culture. What was it? But in all of that, I think that, you know, the branding strategies that were employed were not, you know, were not on point. But this time around, you can see you know, that there is that uniformity, you know, amongst, you know, the Black Stars players, and the arrival, you know, in Qatar showcase, you know, that these are people that are from Africa, these are people that are from Ghana, and for instance, the reason why I think that we didn't go with the Kente is because Kente has been overly represented, you know, elsewhere. All the time when Ghanaians are going out, there's always Kente, and when you look at how the food is weaved, I believe that, you know, Western fashionistas who want to come to Ghana to understand how, you know, yes, exactly, because how these people stitch, you know, the fugu is not something that, you know, it's not an idea that can easily be replicated anywhere. You have to come down to Africa, you have to come down to Ghana particularly, to have a look at how, you know, these things are being weaved. But one thing also that I want to put across is that deep rooted sources tell me that, you know, the decision to even wear the fugu to Qatar is not, you know, on the surface of it, it is spiritually strategic, because Ghana for good. Yes, it is spiritually strategic, because I'm told that, you know, a close relative of one of the technical team members actually suggested that, you know, they wear fugu, and the fugu that they wore,
it fortifies it.
Yes, exactly. It is something to show, you know, deep spiritual fortification for the Black Stars, and shows that.
And then in most of our traditional communities, wearing fugu was the outfit they put on when they are going to war.
And I'm told that, you know, people that went closer to the team were saying that, you know, the Black Stars smelled like Ghana, you know, because the fugu had that northern smell. you know that smell that when you go to the north, you know that yes, you understand. There's a smell associated with particular people that if they appear, you know that no, this guy is from this part of Ghana. This guy is from the fugu had that, you know, smell, you know.
That's Lando Adeku Tete, the research consultant, a communications guy, and a sports pundit.
I think we had year of return. We had a successful year of return.
And beyond the return.
And we are embarking on a beyond the return. December is here. So if you want a platform to advertise it proper, I think the World Cup is a big platform. And they did that to perfection. How they wore the fugu, they had the Visit Ghana around their necks and all that. I think it's all good. If we talk about the government, I mean, we can criticize a lot, but one thing they've done well is tourism. How they protected Ghana to the outside world, to invite people to visit. I think it's very good, and I'm anticipating that after the World Cup, we will have a lot of the diaspora people trooping into Ghana to visit and have a feel of the fugu and how it is. So I think the GFP did well with their addressing. I think they should have wore trousers. I mean,
no, I think it was mixed. Some people were, you know, the GFA trousers.
Impromptu, but I think that
it tells you how spiritually strategic
are you talking about the spirituality?
Yes.
You know that in 2019 for the AFCON, the Black Stars were given food. I was there when the Black Stars, the whole year of return thing had started.
Yeah.
And they were given, but they didn't wear it to the tournament. So that moment, but I think at this time, wearing it,
we've learned
this time I think you feel the connection between the fans and the players.
Exactly.
I mean, when they arrive, you look at how Ghanaians were singing, cheering the players. I mean, you can feel that the team and the fans are now connected. And now the spirit.
Could it be that we've used the Switzerland game and then the fugu, because I don't think, because before they left Abu Dhabi, we saw pictures of the fugu and all that. But could it also be that, coupled with the Switzerland game, and the team came out and they were wearing fugu, it made the Ghanaians there even like bond with the team more?
For me, I think that the Black Stars are living their best at this moment because, you know, they know that Ghanaians do not expect anything from them. There is no pressure whatsoever on the players. So they should keep surprising us. In fact, I'm really excited. And this surprise started from our qualifiers. You know, we had a very, tough, tournament or event when, CK Akono took the hands of affairs. Things were really challenging, and then we had to bring in Coach Milo. He took us to AFCON, our worst performance in AFCON since. I mean, it was. Then the GFA president took the decision to bring in Otuado. In fact, Ghana versus Nigeria, a lot of Ghanaians did not give Ghana a chance. Because looking at the Nigerian team, they were technically good, tactically good in terms of
Tactically,
they were. But in terms of experience on their bench, we had better bench than. No, we shouldn't forget that this is a Nigerian team that had gone to AFCON and had showcased the world what they are made up of. It was just unfortunate that they couldn't go far.
Yeah.
But we saw, the kind of football that was displayed during the group stages, and we knew that this Nigerian team was a sharp team. But it's a team that
I will stand by my point that we had a better technical bench than them.
He was talking about the coaches.
I'm talking about the coaches.
No. You see, you cannot say you had a good technical or technical.
In terms of
in terms of experience, you cannot compare Otuado to Eguavon. Prior to that qualification, because Eguavon had played qualifying matches for Nigeria. He had played AFCON qualifying matches for Nigeria. He had played the Black Stars. But he wasn't a coach. He was a scout for the Black Stars. He was an assistant coach. He was an assistant coach. And I'm saying that in terms of experience, Eguavon had experience because he had qualifying matches with Nigeria. He had played World Cup qualifying matches. Yes, exactly. Compare the Nigerian technical bench was far ahead. Yes, but in terms of history, they are putting themselves ahead of Ghana. Who knew what to do? At the end of the day, we beat them.
We beat Nigeria.
We beat them. And I will
I think that is what actually, gave Ghanaians that positive vibe, that brought that love back, that GFA wanted to have Ghanaians. So they are having the love back, and we are expecting them to surprise us. In fact, now we do not expect too much from them. They should just do well.
Just do well, but now we are switching fast to Qatar. The lineup is out, and then we'll be discussing the two teams who will make their fourth appearance in the World Cup. Whilst Qatar will be playing their first World Cup tournament, just because they are hosting the tournament. But let's see if they can prove their doubters wrong. This is my